So, I've been doing some research. Let's see how badly I can tear this thing up. Hi, I'm Russ. I'm rebuilding a 1977 Mobile Traveler motorhome. And this is all about the MT and me. It doesn't look like any of the valves on this side are down or stuck. Everything is nice and oily, which to me is a good sign. That means the engine's been circulating oil up until they turned it off, and I've still got oil all over the place here. Everything looks nice, slick, and secure. But unfortunately, I don't have a valve in a down position, so it's not causing any problems. Maybe on the other side, though.
Just want to get a little B-roll.
Yeah, get a little close-up of that. Don't you think it looks good? I mean,
As far as I can tell.
it looks...
I mean, it's not like I know what I'm looking at.
No. I was worried because when I was taking the cover off, the bolts weren't in very firmly at all, you know, which maybe they're not supposed to be. I don't know. But they came out easy, but then had a little trouble breaking the seal on the gasket. So the gasket's holding real well. It hasn't been leaking around the edge of the gasket. There's no signs of oil leakage down on the engine block on the outside. So that's good. Sealed up well. We just have to get on the other side now and get that cover off.
Go for it.
We'll certainly give these covers a really good cleaning while they're off too. They're actually a real pretty Mopar blue underneath all that grime.
Is that a hint?
Well, we'll see.
Now step inside and get the purple power.
Thank you. I'm going to go around to the other side.
All right, I'm going to put this camera down.
All right. far, I'm not finding anything on either side that indicates a valve might be stuck. So I'm not sure what to do next. Maybe
Don't swing.
maybe go up to the front of the engine and try shifting it back and forth again to see if it makes any difference. Since I have gone around and tapped on all the valves, made sure everything is free. If nothing moves now and it's not a stuck valve, then I probably still have a piston that's jammed up inside a cylinder. That means there's either something in the cylinder or there's some corrosion and deposits on the side of it that's causing the piston to stick. Either way, that'll mean pulling the heads off to check that. That's a lot bigger job than this. Well, I can't get it to move any further clockwise than it would. I think it went back counterclockwise a little bit, but I don't want to turn it too far. That can mess up the timing and some other stuff in it. So trying not to do that. What I think now is, just to be safe and sure, I need to disconnect all of the accessories. That is, get all of the accessory belts off of it. They're going to have to come off anyway. To get those removed, to be sure that it's not something else locking it up and binding it here on the front, so that I know all I have is just turning the crankshaft and the camshaft in the engine. So that's going to be the next step. And then we'll reevaluate and see where to go from there. I've got to catch my breath and get tools.
It is really, really, really muggy out here. And why don't you take a break and let some of the mugginess die down, and then we'll get back out here, okay? Okay.
It's the next day, and after careful consideration, I have determined that we're going to cut these accessory belts off rather than try to remove them. Mainly because the bolts that are holding things like the alternator and the power steering pump into position, I've been there for so long, it's just not worth the hassle of trying to loosen them up and remove the belts when I'm going to replace the belts anyway. So they're going to get snipped off of there. That'll free things up on the front of the engine. The only things I'll be worried about are the actual crankshaft and the camshaft connected to it by the timing chain. That's inside the engine. I can't mess with that anyway. So that's where we stand. I'm going to grab some tools, take off some belts. Okay. Snippers. Where to cut? Where to cut? Right where the rust starts. Let's do that. One. Power steering belt. Two. And the last one goes to the alternator.
I need to silence my phone. It keeps dinging.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I think all those were working just fine. Yeah. So. See, this is why I need 2 more inches. Always 2 more inches. Oh, look. It has gone 360 degrees. Woohoo!
I'm not even gonna lie, I feel a little vindicated.
You should. You should. If I'd have listened to you a week ago, we'd had those belts off of there. It was just enough extra pressure, extra tension on there that was binding up. I think after taking the belts off, part of it might have just been the belts stuck down in the pulleys. Yeah, because you saw I had to peel them out of there. But this is great. Look at that. See, I'm watching our 2 yeah, they're like weight marks on this. This is the vibration dampener, which is the actual term. And so it's actually weighted to keep the engine to reduce vibration. And it is turning completely around, though.
I'm going to go in and catch some video of what's happening to the engine, okay?
Yeah, here. See, if I had 2 more inches, I could just actually turn it and you could really watch it. See if it moves. That is, that's the oil pump in the engine. Well, it's working then, isn't it? Where did it squirt from? Okay. Yeah, I bet. Try a little less vigorously and maybe it. I can smell it. Stirring up that engine oil. That's about where we stopped at. Let's see if we can get this little shroud. Actually, it's just it is a pulley is all it is. where the fan goes. I think if you pull it off, you can actually maybe should be able to see the water pump, or part of it. If I read correctly, yeah, that's the water pump. You got to take a lot of stuff off to get to the water. You got to take the alternator off and this pulley off, and maybe disconnect the power steering to get to the water pump. But it is moving freely. It's also very dirty behind it.
That reminds me, I need to check on those covers.
So, anyway, did I mention the engine's moving? It goes all the way around. I'm so happy. All right. So, I'm not sure where that leaves me now. I was not anticipating success, so I don't really know what to do next.
How about if you close out this? That'll give you a chance to think.
Okay, we'll do that.
Right.
But before I close out,
Around the corner and grab your gifts that you got from the neighbor.
well, I want to show this off first, what I have on, because this is the gift from you.
It's all folded up on itself.
Okay, hang on. Let me unclip the lapel for just a second. There. See? Got our nice little logo, the MT and me.
This is your gift for 100 subscribers.
That's right. Remade this for me. We're going to make some more, maybe different colors. Try out a few things. And maybe we'll have some to offer down the road, but not right now. So we'll keep you posted on that. But I'm very proud of this, and I'm going to wear it proudly. Now, another gift. I didn't know where it was. Our delightful and crafty neighbor from across the street, whom in an earlier video we showed painting her mailbox and then we showed it off. She has made us a couple of decals. One says Pearl, and we will proudly put this probably on Pearl's back window, but not until that window is complete and all ready to go. We're going to hang on to it till then. And the other one, if I can get it out of the envelope here.
It's going on my Jeep.
Yeah, you can't see it so clearly, but it's the logo. It says the MT and me. And that is going to go on back of the Jeep right now. Right now. Like that?
Yeah, I like that.
That's great.
Looks good to me. Now, lie to the camera and tell it you applied that.
See what I did? Rhea and her fingernails got this thing on here. But thanks to our crafty neighbors next door.
Who live right there. And the sign says happy birthday, but it got rained on.
Yeah.
So it was really cute. Okay.
And they have Halloween ghosts on the front of their house now,
I
too.
know,
that
they
fly
decorate
around
for the
at night.
Halloween.
So,
I love it.
I also want to thank my other neighbor across the street. He walked over and spoke to us before our filming today with a few tips on what to do with the engine, and offered me the use of tools and a camera to get inside and all kinds of neat stuff. So we are so fortunate to have a good neighborhood, great neighbors here where we are. They're all actively following us here on the MT and me, and I hope you are too. If not, subscribe now and join us every week as we keep track of what we do to Pearl here on the MT and Me. And that's going to wrap it up for this week. Once again, I'm Russ, Reed's behind the camera, and we'll talk later.